Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Dsla and MultiVAC. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So jumping into MultiVAC on the daily chart, this is a very bullish project, a very good project regarding charting. I do have a fundamental review on my channel. Check out the low cap gems playlist on my channel, and you're going to find this project in there. So 3 billion tokens are in staking out of the 4 billion in circulation. I believe that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be mistaken. I did forget I think the circulating supply is something. Actually, you know what? Let's check it right now. Okay, yeah, so there's a total of 3.6 billion tokens in circulation. 3 billion tokens are locked in staking. That's the best to my knowledge. This means that if that is true, and that is true, this means that there can potentially be a massive surge in price because a lot of the tokens are locked up in staking, and it will be a lot easier to move the price up with a potential Binance listing. You could even see some wicks to $1, right, or to even $2 with those massive scam wicks. So if you don't have the sell orders at those prices, you're not going to be able to sell, right? But looking at the daily chart, I do have the fib set up from the swing high over here in, what was that? Swing high in April, right? To the swing low over here in July. And you can see that we pretty much got to the 1.618. But this is not the end year target because this fib retracement isn't set to the logarithmic scale. I don't know what's up with the fibs on KuCoin. If anyone knows how to fix them or how to get the fibs to work on logarithmic scales, then do leave a comment down below in the comment section, because if I go to the settings, I can't set the fib to be with the fib levels with the logarithmics pretty much chart. So I don't know what's up with that. But we got to the 1.618, which was the technical target, right? By breaking this high, we got there, and now we're gonna see a rollover potentially. And where do I see the rollover coming to is the 20 EMA, currently sitting at, let me give you the price, at 0.0214. That is your target at the minute. So I'm gonna give you this little yellow rectangle over here that you are gonna want to pay attention to. Let me just do that. Let me do that. So this will be your buy zone, right? Anywhere from the 20 EMA over here and all the way to 0.023. So we're expecting this project to do very good by the end of the bull market. And if you want to be holding it even longer than that for the next 4 years, you're going to be in massive profits, especially if you're staking while holding the tokens, right, while they're working for you. So if we see a nice move up, you can see that the second fib level over here is sitting at 0.034, right? And that would be our next target. But as you can see, we can't really get through the 1.618 because that was the target. That is the resistance level. And now we're just getting sent back down. And it's good because we want to test the 20 EMA as support. We don't want to get too overextended from it just yet. The longer we have these slower movements towards the upside, the better it is, because we're still climbing in terms of price action. But once we get to that euphoria stage, the higher we are, even the more higher we're gonna get in the euphoria stage. You get what I'm saying? So it's good that we're consolidating and no sudden movements. And yeah, we're looking very good. Actually, what I see happening here on the daily chart is we do have a little nice cup and handle pattern playing out. So this would be the cup, right? This would be the cup, okay? And we're starting to build the handle over here. Let me get that properly. So that would be your handle, right? Do I need to change the colors? Can you see that properly? Hopefully you can. I'm just going to change the colors regardless. Okay, there we go. So we're building some sort of a cup, right? And we do have this resistance level over here, right? So this is not the best looking cup that you have. Actually, yeah, this is not the best looking cup that you're going to see, but It is what it is. And how do you measure a target from this cup and handle pattern? Well, you basically go to the lowest point of the cup and you drag a trend line all the way to the resistance level, right? Then you place it at the breakout point from the neckline of the cup where you think the breakout is going to happen, and that will give you your target. So approximately a breakout will be sitting at 0.043 cents, okay? So that is our technical target, but in order to get there, we need to get out of this channel, you know, and break through this resistance, right? And that would mean that we have to break through the 1.618, we'd have to break through the neckline and all that stuff. But this handle can actually lead us all the way down to this buy area that I gave you. So those would be some nice orders to get filled down here near the 20 EMA on the chart. Obviously, if we start losing it as support, you can look at the previous swing high and the 55 EMA as well. The previous swing high currently sitting at 0.0187 and the 55 EMA sitting at 0.018. So those would be some nice entry points for you guys. Yeah, little cup and handle playing out on the daily right now. As you can see, yeah, the stochastic RSI is showing us that we've been overbought and we are on our way down. So you want to start waiting. You want to wait actually for us to bottom out over here. And once you're in this zone, that's where you want to buy in. But that doesn't always happen because as you can see here, we start going up. We were looking like we're going down to the oversold, but here we had a trend reversal, right? We went to the overextension. And now we're coming back down. The same thing can happen over here. We can get stopped midway through and get to the overextension over here, to the overbought level. So make sure you pay attention to that. The RSI is quite overbought over here, right? I do want to see it pull back a bit. I do want to see it come back down to at least, let's see, what's this, right? So we do have a nice support level over here. I do want that to hold. Okay, nice support level here because we had a bounce over here. We had tested it as resistance previously, and we didn't necessarily come back to retest this level. You can see bounce in our head, bouncing, breakout, back test of support. Now off you go. Okay, so look for a bounce with this little trend line over here. It doesn't mean that we're gonna get there, right? That doesn't mean that we're gonna get there, but this is just something to keep an eye on, right? It's better to have it than not to have it, right? So that's pretty much it for MultiVAC. Okay, now jumping into DSLA protocols. So straight off the bat, we do have a trend line over here playing out, right? So this is a very nice trend line that we've been holding since September, and we've bounced off of it in October, and we can potentially look for another bounce here in November, right? Or if we get a bounce right now. So we got pretty overextended on the daily chart, a nice move over here of 106%, and now it seems like we're coming back down. So if you take a look at the RSI and the stochastic RSI, you can see that both indicators were screaming at you, take profit, take profit. See, the MACD was overextended here as well. You can see the gap between the moving average and the signal line, and right now the moving average crossed below the signal line. That confirmed the downtrend, and as you can see, you've been in a downtrend for the last 4 days, and you're bouncing off the 55 EMA, which is good, but if you don't hold that as support, look for this trend line to hold as support, okay? Now let's see what else do we have going on here. So we did have a sort of an inverse head and shoulders pattern over here, but that obviously was met over here, as you can see, and that would have been your neckline, and you met the target, obviously. So now potentially you're coming back down for this swing high, and that's pretty much where you went, right? That's pretty much the swing high. You're bouncing off of that, and you're good to go. But you don't know how low the project is going to dip. Now, if I do set up the fib, right, from swing low to swing high, you can see that we've landed on the 0.382 over here, and we've been holding it as support. So potentially you have some buy orders at 0.00751. That would be a nice entry for your for the DSLA tokens. But you can see that if we start bouncing up, right, we get through the 0.5, we can potentially get rejected from the golden ratio, and that does happen oh so very often. And that's when we get the rejection from this trend line, and we come back down potentially to the 0.236. This can co-align with the Bitcoin pullback, right? With the entire markets having a strong pullback. But I don't see this happening unless Bitcoin has a $55,000 correction. Well, to $55,000 per Bitcoin. So ideally, you want to hold this trend line, but the golden ratio is something that you want to keep an eye on. Potentially have some sell orders at the golden ratio because there is a possibility that you get rejected from there. If you're holding long term, then don't worry about the price action. Come back in November, December, and you'll be happy with the gains that you've made. So yeah, right now on the stochastic RSI, as you can see, we are down here in the oversold. So very, very nice place to start dollar cost averaging. The RSI has come back down to the middle ground over here. That's a very nice place as well to start dollar cost averaging until you get to the overbought once again, right? So it all works in cycles. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. Thank you for watching. You have your support levels. If you do break this high, you're looking at the 1.618 on the Fibonacci retracement sitting at 0.0165 cents. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching, guys. I will be starting a Patreon very, very soon with a lot of exclusive content for the patrons. I'm very excited for that. Make sure to check out the Discord server. Make sure to check out the Telegram chat. A lot of TA, low cap gems, and news being shared there that otherwise you would have missed out on. So check out the 2 videos on your screen as well. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.